we do these news stories and we try to make light of a lot of things because, I'm a blue collar worker. A lot of people who watch my channel are blue collar. And sometimes at the end of the day, you just want to watch something to make you laugh. So we try to make light of a lot of stuff. But then there are certain times where certain stories just piss me off. And the person we're talking about today is, I'm not gonna call him doctor, because usually when you say doctor, you think of fixing stuff. So if you get if you're sick, you go to the doctor and they're gonna fix you up. This dude is not that. Who I'm talking about is Umar Johnson. He has a bunch of different names for himself, but the name we know him by is Umar Johnson. Again, I'm not calling him doctor. So he has really pissed me off because reportedly he's collected $1.6 million in donations. He's on the verge of getting his school that he was collecting the donations for repossessed or liened or whatever the term is, because he has failed to pay 70 something dollars in back fees that he owes the city. I believe it's in Delaware. Now, the reason why he pisses me off is the same reason why Akon pissed me off when he was supposedly trying to build a city. And I mean, I didn't really care that he was calling the city after himself. He was gonna have the currency of the city named after him. I didn't mind that because, if he did what he said he was gonna do, it's gonna be a good thing. Turns out that was a fiasco. The currency was based in cryptocurrency that went belly up. I don't even think you can buy it. It was called A coin or something. The city was called Akon. I think something. I forgot what the city was called. It was some Akon. The base word was Akon, and the coin base word was Akon or Acoin, whatever it was, right? And now apparently he got a line of credit from China. I don't know. I don't know if he took donations, but he definitely sold some of the crypto coin, and things didn't work out. They offered refunds. They never refunded anybody, according to the reports. So then you had Black Lives Matter, which absolutely collected money from people who was behind the cause. And I've always said, as a concept, Black Lives Matter, I support that. But as an organization, absolutely not. I just felt like, the head of the organization, or the heads of the organization, they may have started off, in the right, in the right frame of mind in terms of helping people and getting the word out that, stop killing us, basically. I think, it might have started out good, but turns out, a lot of at least one of the founders end up quitting, bought a house in a neighborhood that doesn't really look like us, although you were pandering to people who understood the struggle of, maintaining, people of color's civil rights, and and not wanting the police to exterminate us, basically. Well, you said it was racism and all that. Well, you moved to a neighborhood in LA in a mansion where there's not a whole lot of people like us there. So, you want to fight for us, but you don't want to live next to us. I thought that was crazy. And they got their fundraising or donation taking privileges taken away in California. So obviously there was something going on there. And then we have, Mr. Umar, who took donations from people who was trying to help out with a school, the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey FDMG, or the initials, school. And apparently the last thing that needed to be done was the flooring. And I Seen one of his videos here recently saying if you know anybody that does tile, who has access to tile, give him my number, and we can get it done. I mean, laughable. But in the same way that you could have a pastor screw up everything and still have supporters, I mean, he's drawing from that goodness inside people of color that want to believe you because, things have been, the odds are stacked up against us. So they want to believe that you're going to do good and they support you. But you have a lot of people that take advantage. Another situation that comes to mind is, these that I forget his name, but the guy that had the financial group that end up going belling up, and he was on a bunch of platforms, and I can't remember his name, but they and the other one is DJ Envy, and that other guy, I think his name is Flippin' NJ. I mean, these are black people who prey on black people. I think that's the most disgusting thing, or one of the most disgusting things that you can do to us as a people. I mean, you would think that us being us, we ourselves would be off limits to that. But some people just take advantage of that, and they're just scumbags, right? You're the lowest scum of the earth. You're the spit that I walk on, in these chicken places that I go to. I mean the mold on the bottom of my shoe, like, it's just like that. That's where you're at. So Dr. Umar had some financial issues. He claims that his account was frozen, which I've never heard of any account being frozen because somebody tried to hack into it. And, to me, that's through no fault of your own. Somebody tried to hack into it. And I would, the logical thing that they would do as a bank would be to have you change your username and your password, and then all that hacking stuff goes away. Like, why would they need to freeze your bank account because somebody tried to break into your bank account? I don't believe that at all. Number one. Number two, you collected $1.6 million. And because the bank froze your bank accounts, you don't have any access to money. So my question is this. If you're a self-proclaimed doctor, yet in all your wisdom, you don't have a business credit card? I believe that the school is in some type of a business name. He said the business account and his personal account was frozen. So that means you have a business account, and in order to get a business account, you have to have a business. So with $1.6 million collected, why is it you don't have a business credit card? Why you don't have a personal credit card? So that's all of that is fishy. Like, you are managing for supposedly the betterment of your own people, and you can't even manage to get a business credit card or a personal credit card. So if they shut your accounts down, you'd be able to function on the credit card. And you don't have to have just one. You can have multiple. You can have as many as you want to. You could have applied for multiple different credit cards in the business name if you didn't want to put it in your own personal credit, so that you could, you could pay for expenses in case something happens. Now, why? I mean, you claim to be, educated, whatever. I'm not and want to run a business and want somebody to trust you with their money. I'm not understanding why you didn't prepare for times like this. Like his excuse was it's basically the white man don't want to see the school, whatever. Okay, so make preparations so that when they come after you, you have a couple of backup plans. Like, why is it that no celebrity is trying to help you? Why is it that you can't call on Shaq? Shaq is one of the most philanthropic dudes you can think of. I just seen him on YouTube offering that young girl. I think she's like 6 or something. She's a jiu-jitsu fighter or something. She's a champion or whatever. He offered her a shoe deal. Shaq got $72,000 or however much the expenses are for the back fees to the city. He got that in his back pocket. He can swipe a credit card and go pay for that. But the question is, why couldn't Mr. Umar Johnson go swipe a credit card and pay for that? No, he's not. He's not calling on the leaders of the community. Maybe, he's not calling on people with the means to just write a check or swipe a card. He's not going to Shaq or Denzel Washington or LeBron James. Why? He's going to the people because he knows that the people are not business savvy. He can tell the people anything, and a lot. You can't fool everyone all the time, but you can fool some of the people some of the time, and that's what he's banking on. He's got this elaborate story about about how he don't have access to money. That's insane. Because if you're an educated guy, you know how to educate yourself. If you're going to run a business off of the backs of black people, colored people, people of color. I said colored people because I guess I was thinking about that guy on the internet who said colored people and got roasted. But anywho, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did all this stuff. You're supposed to be educated. You should have educated yourself on, getting lines of credit and being able to function in case something happens like this. But, if your MO is, over the last minimum 10 years probably, collecting $1.6 million, $160,000 a year, you might be inclined to go to the well. But, this is 10 years later, the school still ain't open, the well running dry. And we see that from all the stories going on and all the people that don't believe you. People are not supporting you. I mean, you probably got some diehard supporters, but, online they've interviewed a few, and, so after the most recent circumstances, they're not necessarily supporting him like they used to. That's a shame, because I think one of the easiest grifts, one of the easiest cons are to swindle your own people. And when you say own people, I mean black people. I mean, are there other people doing the same thing? Yes. But I mean, this happens so often. And I think what it is that as a whole, generally, we're kind-hearted people. And we want to help. I mean, I find myself in just certain bad situations, trying to help people. Some people don't appreciate help. Some people don't appreciate the kind-heartedness of their own people, and they take advantage. It happens all the time. But we need to stop with all this scammer stuff, because we don't do nothing but hurt each other. It's like you're like the dude that goes and steals the car stereo out of the average everyday working guy car. I mean, you're causing more damage than the gain is. Same thing like, when they were drilling holes during COVID, they were drilling holes in people's gas tanks to steal gas, when they were creating like $800, $1,200 worth of repairs for like 10 gallons worth of gas. And in Georgia, I think it was like probably $3 a gallon, $30. And you're making it so these people that you stole $30 worth of gas from gotta pay $1,100, $1,200, $1,300 for a new gas tank, which is crazy. So, I mean, you're doing stuff like that, man. You shoot yourself in the foot. You take advantage of people, everyday working people. People ain't got $1.6 million off the backs of working class black people. Ain't no rich dudes giving you the bulk of that money. Them came from donations. Them came from, gift cards and gifts and all this other stuff. I mean, I seen a video where the guy was auctioning himself off on a date. I mean, the guy's for sale. And he's for sale to the highest bidder. And if he can't find a high bidder, he's going to try to pull at your heartstrings, because as a people, you're carrying people, we try to support each other, but the people, sometimes, people don't appreciate the support, and they take advantage. And it kind of muddies the water and rubs people the wrong way, to the point where, we don't want to support anything of color. And that's bad, because we should be able to. But look, people ain't right. And it don't matter if you self-proclaim a doctor in front of your name. It don't matter. That don't make you right, intelligent, smart, or nothing. Because doctor, self-proclaimed doctor, didn't have a business credit card or a personal credit card. Unbelievable. Why anybody would support that dude after all this time, I have no idea. But he went on Instagram, was begging, and he probably got somebody to donate too. I wouldn't doubt it. So, watch this video right here about I forgot because I just be doing these videos when I got time. I forgot what the last video was. Oh, I can look at it real quick. Anyway, watch this video because you need to watch it. Oh, it's about Shadur Sanders. My bad. I'm gonna do a video about Sha'Carri Richardson too, because that's a whole nother thing. So until next time, take care.